Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Elise Neal, a cherished figure from the 90s, stays carved in our recollections for her famous jobs as Ivonne in the Hulas, Tia in Olvis and IAT, in the acclaimed film Hustle and Stream, where she imparted the screen to Terrence Howard and Anthony Anderson, yet her excursion in media outlet reaches out a long way past these commended exhibitions, from her progress into wellness and gathering accomplishments to her perseverance through presence in the cinema. Elise Neal has reliably radiated elegance, balance, and appeal, while likewise leaving us in fastens with her comedic ability close by a portion of our most valued parody symbols. Eleanor Neal, hailing from Memphis, Tennessee, had her foundations immovably established in the realm of dance and cheerleading since her childhood. Growing up, she improved her abilities as an expressive dance artist and team promoter, exemplifying the elegance and soul that would later characterize her profession. Her process drove her to Overden Secondary School for the Inventive and Performing Expressions, where she rose to the regarded position of the revolutionary sovereign, making a permanent imprint on the class of 1984 in spite of her well-established association with the South. Elise set out on a new section at 18 years old, daring to Philadelphia to seek after advanced education at the College of Human Expressions. Elise Neal's excursion toward acting wasn't at first her expected way, as she genuinely uncovered in a meeting with Fit Post. In her early stages, she tried to continue in the strides of the eminent Debbie Allen, driven by an enthusiasm for dance that had flourished since the young age of 6. This desire prodded her to leave school following 2 years and dare to the clamoring roads of New York City, where she submerged herself in the energetic dance scene across stages overall, from New York to far-off local people. She understood her fantasies, gracing creations like the recovery of modern women and beauty queens, close by, gazing at different music recordings and off-Broadway shows. Yet it was during her stretch showing up in plugs for significant brands like Burgerlord and Nike that destiny mediated bumping her toward a startling turn. Acting, embracing this new road, Elise wound up attracted to the art, ultimately pursuing the essential choice to give acting an attempt. Her earliest introduction to TV remembered appearances as a foundation artist for music recordings quite for chub shakes. Simply Both of Us, Odd Ones Out, Strobe Light, Honey, and Father MIC's Lisa Child. As the 90s unfolded, Elise fastidiously saved her income from these different gigs, laying the basis for her possible move to Los Angeles, where she would leave on the following section of her vocation, following up on her appearance in the City of Holy Messengers. Elise Neal got her debut repeating job as Janice Sinclair in the ABC Cleanser Oper, cherishing her gifts before long graced the screens of adored 9's sitcoms, remembering vital visitor appearances for Family Matters. The new ruler of Bel Air and living single anyway, it was in 1997 that Elise took a critical jump onto the cinema with her depiction in John Singleton's momentous film Rosewood. In Florida, in this strong story, close by lights like Ving RS and Ware Cheel, Elise typified the personality of Sketchy and the affection and interest of Rule's complex depiction of man. Notwithstanding getting positive criticism from numerous watchers, the film's prosperity in the cinematic world missed the mark concerning assumptions. Elise Neal, pondering her exhibition in Rosewood, viewed it as an urgent second in her profession, denoting her change into a regarded working entertainer. Following this cutting edge, she got different jobs, incorporating Nyan in death parody dilemmas as the most effective method to be a player. Paula in Cash Talk, close by Chris Exhaust, and Charlie Sheen, and high-end Shout as well. Anyway, was her depiction of Ivonne Williams Hooley in the sitcom The Huys in 1998 that genuinely pushed her into fame in a 2020 meeting of areas of strength for the lead. Neal thought back about how the show made by jokester D.L. Hugel turned into her large break. Shockingly, she uncovered that she hadn't even tried out for the job of Ivonne, as Hugel had proactively imagined her in the wake of seeing her past work, pondering the involvement. Fundamentally, Neal offered her thanks for Hugh's trust in her capacities, expressing that D.L. Hubble has seen me in Rosewood and Cash Talk. I was extremely complimented by the fact that the hulas rotate around Darrell Hugley, as depicted by D.L. Hugley and his family's encounters subsequent to migrating to the overwhelmingly white neighborhood of West Slope, California, from South Focal, Los Angeles, considering the show's major areas of strength for lead. Elise Neal noticed its persevering effect on contemporary TV, featuring its investigation of subjects still important today, appearing in 1998. Blackish, depicting a dark family exploring life in an alternate segment for Neal, who assumed a focal part in the series. It addressed a critical achievement in her profession, denoting her TV debut. In a main limit, she reviewed essential minutes, for example, taking part in the projecting system, and upholding for Viva a Fox to join the cast as her cousin, as demonstrative of her developing height inside the business. In 1998, of the fact that it was the organization's most noteworthy evaluated new show at its origin. The sitcom was dropped from ABC and gotten by UPN soon after. At the time, The Hues was ABC's just dark sitcom. Elise Neal communicated her failure with the business battles in supporting dark-focused programming, leading it to an absence of variety among TV leaders. She commented, "I believe it's miserable that a ton of the significant organizations are not simply getting dark shows. It's difficult for them to keep the shows on the grounds that they don't comprehend our families or our jokes. We simply need more high-positioning dark TVA." On the other side, at UPN, experience has been brilliant. A ton of the tension has been removed from everyone, and we're taking a few innovative risks. The move to UPN brought recently discovered opportunity, open doors, and artistic liberty. Neal communicated appreciation for the strong climate at UPN, noticing a positive feeling from the tensions of organization, TV, and an eagerness to face imaginative challenges. The Hulas closed its four-season run in 2002 on UPN, denoting the end of one part of the series anyway. For Elise Neal, known for her part in Mission to Mars, this conclusion implied the start of new open doors. In 2003, she joined the cast of the PN sitcom Alice as Tia Gem, inexactly founded on the existences of its makers and chief makers. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith focused on a mixed relational peculiarity. Neal depicted the life partner of Robert James, played by Dwayne Martin, exploring life close by Robert's child Bobby and ex Ni. Neal's residency on the show crossed 2 seasons before her flight. Elise's takeoff from the leftover times of Alice ignited impressive hypotheses, especially in regards to her relationship with co-star Lisa Beam. Anyway, Elise herself explained that her choice originated from spending plan cuts that brought about a lessening in her compensation. Late conversation encompassing the show's creation shed light on interior elements, uncovering that Elise's disappointment with the set climate likewise assumed a critical part in her initial exit, as would be natural for her. Elise communicated lament over the monetary viewpoint, as well as the absence of a work environment. She stressed the significance of positive and fair treatment, communicating frustration over the conflicting air on set regardless of expecting a satisfying work experience. The truth missed the mark concerning her assumptions, leaving her with waiting misery about the circumstances following Elise Neal's takeoff. Olvis proceeded with its run until 2007, exploring Tia's personality's flight by organizing a separation with Robert, permitting him to seek after a solitary life on the show notwithstanding her initial leave. Elise's profession stayed energetic, set apart by remarkable ventures, strikingly soon after her takeoff from us all in the widely praised film Hustle and stream hit Performance Centers in 2005. In this film, Elise featured close by Terrence Howard and Anthony Anderson depicting them person, i.e. the A spouse of Key, played by Anderson, who helps DJ, depicted by Howard, a hopeful rapper and Memphis pimp, as a sound designer. The job held individual importance for Neal, as Hustle and Flow was recorded in her old neighborhood of Memphis, Tennessee, attracting from her childhood to encapsulate the person truly. The film collected far and wide praise, procuring various honors and 2 designations at the 78th Foundation Grants. From that point on, the work didn't stop for the multi-capable Elise Neal. From films to television, and surprisingly, starting to fiddle with composing and creation, has turned into an easily recognized name. In 2014, she extended her collection by joining the cast of the unscripted TV drama Hollywood Divas. This stage not only exhibited her diverse gifts, yet additionally gave a space to her to reconnect with her energy for music as a component of the show. She left on another melodic excursion, shaping the singing gathering Elise, and that kind of flavor, notwithstanding her broad accomplishments up to that point. Elise's vocation direction indicated much more noteworthy open doors not too far off, recommending that her most huge job might in any case lie ahead in 2017. Elise Neal accomplished a critical achievement in her acting vocation via handling the job of Catherine Morgan in the wonder film Logan, part of the Wolverine series. The film immediately took off to the highest point of the movie outlines, procuring more than $85 million at its height. Initial end of the week. Outstandingly, Logan happened to lay down a good foundation for itself as one of the greatest netting adults-only movies ever, breaking records and setting its place in true-to-life history. Thank you so much for watching this video.